Imagine for a moment that the very thing you've been running from, that familiar feeling that makes your heart race and your palms sweat, isn't actually your enemy. What if stress, the force you've spent years trying to eliminate, suppress or hide from, is actually one of the most powerful assets you have in your professional and personal toolkit? I know that sounds counterintuitive, perhaps even a bit provocative, but I want you to stay with me for just a few minutes, because this single shift in perspective has the potential to change everything about how you navigate your daily life. I'm Gudrun from START-with-Gudrun, and I spend a lot of my time helping people find their footing in high-pressure environments. Something that consistently surprises my clients is when I tell them that stress, when administered in the right doses and framed through the right lens, isn't just a normal part of being human, it's actually incredibly useful. To understand this, we have to look at how our minds and bodies actually process pressure. Psychologists often distinguish between two very different experiences of stress. On one hand, we have distress. This is the chronic, grinding, overwhelming weight that drains your energy, keeps you up at 3 in the morning, and eventually takes a toll on your physical health. That's the version of stress we all know and fear. But on the other side, there is eustress. This is positive stress. It is the specific kind of tension you feel right before something meaningful or exciting is about to happen. It's that electric charge that sharpens your focus, speeds up your reaction time, and pushes you into decisive action. Think about the nervous system activation you feel right before a major presentation or a big life event. That isn't your body failing you, that is your body preparing you. It's actually on your side, priming your systems to perform at their peak. There is fascinating research by psychologist Kelly McGonigal that backs this up. Her studies found that people who believed stress was inherently harmful experienced significantly worse health outcomes. However, those who viewed their stress response as a natural, helpful performance enhancer actually thrived under pressure. In a very literal sense, their belief changed their biology. So, how do we actually use this in our day-to-day lives? I want to share a mindset reframe that I use constantly with my coaching clients. The next time you feel that familiar rise of stress before something important, the racing heart, the shallow breath, I want you to resist the urge to tell yourself that you need to calm down. In fact, telling yourself to calm down often creates more anxiety because it signals that your current state is wrong. Instead, I want you to try saying this: my body is preparing me for this. I am getting ready. This technique is called stress reappraisal. It isn't just positive thinking, it's a cognitive shift that has measurable effects on your performance and perhaps more importantly on how quickly your body recovers once the pressure is off. You aren't trying to suppress the stress or push it into a corner. You are acknowledging its presence and intentionally channeling that energy toward your goal. Ultimately, the goal of effective stress regulation isn't to create a life that is entirely devoid of stress. That would be a life without growth, without risk, and without deep meaning. True resilience is found in a life where you understand your own stress response, learn to work with it intelligently, and prioritize the recovery that follows. That is what it means to be truly resilient. As you head into this weekend, I invite you to pay close attention to the stress you feel as it arises in small moments. Ask yourself, is this truly hurting me, or is it actually preparing me for what's next? The answer might surprise you, and it might just be the edge you've been looking for. If you found this perspective helpful, I'd love for you to follow Start with Gudrun and join our community of people who are committed to building genuine, lasting resilience. I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, click on the link in the first comment and become a member of our community. Start with Gudrun.
Cuts.